Welcome to Mike's Retro Curiosities, where we explore the wonderful world of retro games. Today we're taking a look at Ducktales for the NES and its sequel, Ducktales 2. The original Ducktales was released in 1989 by Capcom. Capcom at this time actually had a deal with Disney and released a number of various Disney-themed games across various systems, including the NES, Game Boy, and Super Nintendo. DuckTales itself is based off of the cartoon show airing at the time on Disney Afternoon, which was itself based off of a long-running comic series, which was itself a spin-off of Donald Duck. The series chronicles the globe-trotting adventures of Scrooge McDuck as he searches for treasure. This was released when Capcom was basically at the top of their game. They were constantly releasing classic after classic for the NES, and this game is no different. DuckTales is an absolutely fantastic game, one of their absolute best on the system, and probably one of the best games of that era overall. Now, what made this game so great? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Well, first off, it had absolutely wonderful controls, and especially the pogo, the jumping Scrooge bouncing on his cane, very much became sort of an iconic and memorable part of the game that was a lot of fun, a really fun ability to use. The game also featured fantastic level design with plenty of hidden secrets and alternate paths. There were even a set of hidden treasures that you could find for 100% completion that were completely optional. The graphics were also excellent for their time. They really did a great job of capturing the look of the show in 8-bit pixel form. But of course, one can't forget to mention the amazing soundtrack. Seriously, it has one of the absolute best soundtracks of the 8-bit era, if not of all time in gaming overall. The Moon theme in particular is practically the theme song of the NES, at least in my mind, and it's virtually all the songs in this game are just absolute bangers. Overall, the game is just a fantastically well done sort of example of a 2D platformer for the time. It's an absolute timeless masterpiece, and I definitely recommend it to anyone who wants to play games from this era, or even just anyone in general. This game's great. Eventually, a sequel would come, DuckTales 2 here, in 1993. The game originally came out for the NES, but that was a late release for the system and is very rare and expensive. So instead, I have to kind of settle for the Game Boy version. The original game also had a Game Boy version, and overall the Game Boy ports were actually quite good. Definitely a cut above other NES to Game Boy conversions. They pretty much played exactly like the console version, just obviously with no colors, and sometimes there would be a little bit of slowdown when things got a little hectic. Plus, unfortunately, because of the Game Boy's lower resolution, there was a bit of screen crunch going on there. But still, these were honestly some of the best console to Game Boy conversions you could get back in the day. As for the game itself, it's largely more of the same. They kind of tried to make it a little bit more complex. They kind of tried to add a bit more puzzle solving to it. But honestly, I kind of prefer the simplicity of the original over this one. This one's still a fantastic game in its own right, but this one's just classic. This isn't nostalgia talking. Like I played both games basically back to back in the day, and I do slightly prefer this one, but you can't go wrong with either one. So that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.
If you enjoyed today's video and want more content just like this, consider subscribing to Game Sandwich for all your news, rumors, and reviews. And we'll see you guys next time.